Hey everybody, it's Vicki Williams with the Willow Group eXp Realty. Thank you for watching this video today because I have someone really special I want to introduce you to, Stephanie Richardson, who is a life and business coach, John Maxwell certified. Hi, Steph.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great, doing great. I had a great morning thanks to you and implementing some of the wonderful tips you've given me. And so it's been a good day for a Monday. I can't complain.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming online so that I can introduce you to people and just let them know how awesome you are. So let's start by tell us a little bit about you and what sets you apart from the traditional coach you may have heard about in the past.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So there are a couple of things that I think make me a little bit different than other coaches. First of all, I was a therapist for 10 years and worked with children and adults and families. So I use a lot of my skills from being a therapist to know how to dig deep and ask challenging questions to make people think about what the blocks are that are preventing them from being successful in their business. Another thing that I think makes me a little different is a lot of coaches only focus on a person's business results. And I really feel like because of my background in counseling, that all of our areas are so intertwined with each other. Finances, spiritual, health and fitness, relationships, all the things are tied in. So one will affect the other. So I think it's really important to not only focus on business goals, but also to focus on goals in those other areas of your life as well. And then the third thing I would just say is I think it's really important when you are a business coach and you are coaching people on how to run a successful business, that you have had a successful business outside of your coaching business that you have run, so that you can share tips and ideas and things that have worked for you. And I've had a very successful direct sales business for 25 years. It's a multi-million-dollar a year business. And so I share a lot of those insights that I have learned from that business with my clients.
So you don't just talk the talk, you walk the walk. You have walked the walk, which is good. And I met Stephanie at a networking event in Franklin. She's in Nashville, but she has virtual clients all over the country as well. So no matter where you are, she's available to help. But I met her at a networking event. And when I got to know her on a more personal level, I really immediately felt comfortable with you, Stephanie. Like you are transparent and real and non-judgmental, right? Like you haven't shamed me once so far, which is awesome. so what made you decide to get into this line of work specifically?
Yeah, so a couple of things really influenced me. One, I went to a networking event for my other business, and a woman there really encouraged me to go into coaching. She said, "Why do you not have a coaching business? You have been a therapist and you have grown and developed people, and you would just make a natural coach." And I thought, okay, so that was kind of the first seed planted. And then the second seed that was planted was actually a woman who I was her boss when we worked in corporate America, came over to my house one day, and I thought we were just going to visit. And I didn't know she had an ulterior motive. And she said, "Hey, I left XYZ company and I'm going to start my own private practice in counseling." I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is great. I'm so excited for you." She said, "Yeah, there's just one problem. I hired this business coach and I don't like her. She doesn't push me the way you push me. She doesn't know me the way you know me. And I'm just wondering, as I start my private practice, would you coach me?" And I said, "Well, sure, but I don't have a coaching business yet." But that was the start of it, was her coming to me and asking me to help her start her private practice.
So other people seeing qualities in you and sharing those with you kind of got that light bulb moment going for you then.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. So what is the most surprising thing you've learned about yourself since you started coaching?
I get so inspired by my clients and seeing the progress that they make that it encourages me to constantly work on improving myself and to see the successes that they're having. It might be in their fitness, it might be in their business, it might be in their relationships, whatever it is. I love being a part of that and knowing that I have impacted someone's life, that I've been a catalyst for change in some.
Mm.
And then it reminds me to put that focus on my own life too. And I didn't eat so healthy this week and I need to get back on track because I'm inspired by someone else that I'm working with. So it really helps hold me accountable as well.
I love it. That is awesome. So tell me this, what have your clients that have been with you for a while, because you have some that complete their contractual obligations with you, which aren't huge. You have a very minimal contractual obligation and price, very reasonable. But once someone completes that, they've reached their goals and they've graduated from you, they stay with you for years. So which is a true testament that they appreciate you and that you really do make a difference in their lives. So what do your clients say about your services that they found to be a little shocking to them, or an unexpected result, maybe an example of an unexpected result from your coaching?
I think that a lot of people, once they see success, they look at what contributed to that success, and the accountability piece is huge. I don't know how to successfully run 25 or 30 different industries, right? I don't claim to be an expert in all of those areas, but I know how to help people be accountable to themselves. And so that piece is why they stay, because the success in having someone outside of their family, outside of their boss, like you said, who's a non-judgmental person,
Right.
and holding them accountable. And I think so many of my clients have learned a lot about themselves, not just their business, but just why they do what they do, what prevents them from doing the things they need to do, what are those mental blocks that they just don't take the time to think about, because we're all moving to the next task that we need to check off our list, right? I force people to slow down and really think about things they normally don't think about. And that adds increased awareness in a person's life. And then once you start a habit of doing that, it just becomes a pattern of what you do in your life, right? So there's one insurance agent that I've coached, and I encouraged her to have what we call CEO time every Friday. And she sits down and she thinks about what went well during this week, what didn't go so great during this week, and what do I want to focus on next week to grow my business. Well, how many people sit down and do that on a weekly basis, right?
It's hard. We try to cram a 70-hour work week into 40 hours, and it's hard.
Right. So just helping people slow down and really have that insight into themselves helps. It really helps people grow and know what the next step needs to be in their business.
Have a plan.
Yes.
What is it? A wish without a plan? No, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Is that the same?
That's it.
I love that. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I've really enjoyed getting to know you, and I know that your heart is huge. Your frame is tiny, but your heart is huge. Like you really want to help people, and I love that so much about you. So how can people reach out to you, Stephanie? What's the best way to reach out to you to learn more about, especially those that maybe are in Florida watching this, or Michigan? You can help them.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm on all of the social media channels pretty much. So you can find me on LinkedIn under Stephanie Richardson. And then on Facebook, it's Unlock Your Potential with Stephanie. The name of my business is Unlock Your Potential. So that's my handle on Facebook, is Unlock Your Potential with Stephanie. You can also, you can also text or email me if you want. My phone number is 615-977-0257. And my email is Steph, STEPH Richardson 1, that's the number, at Gmail. So any of those ways.
Thank you so much. I know that when we talked, you have a variety of clients. I just want to end with this, guys. Tell us your success story. For example, you shared with me about your chiropractic clinic, where they were, where they wanted to be, and where they are now. And how long did it take them to get there?
Yeah, so I started working with these two chiropractors about 8 months after they had started their business. And in their first few months of their business, they were seeing about 100 patients a month. And now they're seeing between 450 and 470 a month. So we have quadrupled their business just within a year's time. So just really zoning in on marketing, social media, prospecting, all the things that they need to do to add more clients has helped them increase the number of clients and, of course, increase their revenue as well.
And you set attainable goals. You take someone's big goal and you chisel it down to smaller, attainable, manageable, and reachable goals, which is so cool. So, well, I hired her. So she's my coach now. It's week 1. So hopefully in a few months, I'll be coming back with my own success story, or she'll fire me because I don't do what I'm supposed to do. One of the two will happen, because she has fired people before I asked. So I'm like, oh gosh, I better be on my P's and Q's. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Stephanie, at our networking lunch. And thank you again so much. If anyone wants to unlock your potential, reach out to Stephanie Richardson. She'd love to chat with you more. And she's super, super, super affordable, guys. And so definitely worth every penny. So thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you for inviting me to chat.
I'll see you tomorrow.